moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down throw for Bridgewater. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Bridgewater's pass.
A huge play there right off the bat. 66 yards.
66 yards.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Chicago.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
Yeah, they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Play fake. Sawyer. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Packers.
A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21
Well,
yards.
remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Bridgewater now from the 50. His throw incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vince Beagle came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Uses the spin. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Sawyer, he sets to, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
At the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bears 3.
To throw on 2nd down. Sawyer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. We'll check on his status when we get back. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 10 yards out, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Kyle Duggar.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Bridgewater. And Pascal's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Past the and now off to the races down the right side and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Packers 21, Bears 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, it's just
Jarvis Landry, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Jarvis Landry, 78 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Off play action. Sawyer going for the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Sawyer. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
58, come on. Watch the run, watch the run. 58, right over there, right over there.
Operating from the gun, Sawyer. He's going to launch this thing. He's got it at the 15. And all the way down to the 12. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarvis Landry, 97 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking, and got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
34-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Sawyer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 33 yards that time.
Chicago.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They go play action. Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Sawyer going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Sawyer. He's going to take another shot here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Bears.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Bears first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those...
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
On the deep ball. Brings up
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Sawyer. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Sawyer. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They're on 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Packers 28, Bears 24.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On second down, this is Cannon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 89 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
From the gun, Sawyer. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And bulldozing his way through. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gibson. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Chicago.
Play fake. Bridgewater. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Sawyer. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater, a good throw here, finding Pascal. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Now a toss coming right side. Gibson. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sawyer. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Off the play fake, Sawyer. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
2-yard line.
Off play action. Sawyer. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time. Steps away to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 13 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Complete.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 1 yard is the gain, and that leads to a Chicago first down.
Bears.
On first down, Gibson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.